Thank you for your interest in the Zing program and how it potentially could be synergistic with the other things you provide, including goal mapping and so on, to your clients. You want to take your clients to the best possible place. Goal mapping helps you achieve that. Zing is exactly on that wavelength too. So I think it's very, very synergistic potentially. And I've been a big fan of Brian and the goal mapping project for over 15 years now, so it's a real honour for me to be able to share this with you. So what is Zing? Zing is a program that's developed out of the neuroscience that's emerged just in this last decade or so. It's generally not known what is possible. You've probably heard of neuroplasticity. Well, this exploits neuroplasticity. It exploits it by stimulating neuroplasticity. In other words, making the brain really ready and eager to make new connections. New connections means new potential, new possibilities, getting rid of limitations. So it does it using exercises, 2 types of exercises put together in a way that drives neuroplasticity. And in actual fact, the Nature, the scientific journal, says that the 2 types of exercise we put together multiplies stem cells in the cerebellum. Cerebellum's this wonderful junction box between brain and body, making all the key connections, giving us all of the skills that we have and so on. And when it doesn't do its job properly, it gives us the limitations that holds us back. So what we're addressing is those limitations to maximize the discovery of the potential that's there. So it's an awesome process. And when you change the cerebellum, it's a lasting result. Isn't that awesome? So it's 10 minutes a day and it's totally personalized. Your brain is very different to everybody else's in your family and in your community. And so every program has to be totally personalized, and we've spent years having worked with 50,000 people to do exactly that. It only takes 10 minutes a day, and from that feedback we get every day, we adjust it every day, and it typically lasts 6 months. During that time, you're getting some fun assessments, which are actually very serious neurological assessments, measuring your brain processing speed, your brain processing capacity in different parts of your brain, and we give that feedback to you, for yourself, for your clients, so that you're not only just giving exercises, you're actually measuring real, fundamental, lasting changes in the process. And we don't just measure the neurological, we also measure the subjective feedback. How are they feeling? How are they performing in everyday life? So you get the neurological feedback, the subjective feedback, so you can see all the way along exactly what's happening in people's lives. And this is awesome. And you can actually use that with prospective clients. You can actually tell in advance to what extent are we likely to be able to change these characteristics of your day-to-day performance. So it's a powerful program, and it's only exercises, and it's available from age 7 up to 97 if you want, and it's been proven to work in all those age ranges. So how could it work for you? Well, you can use it as a selling tool. You can use the various assessments we've got to demonstrate to people that you can measure them, and you've got tools to change them in a lasting way. And then once you set them up on the Zing program, we actually look after them on a day-to-day basis. We give them the daily exercises. It comes on their smartphone, and every month, every 30 days, we give them the assessments, and you get all that feedback so you can watch what happens. And you're likely in many instances to fit the Zing program alongside other things you are doing for those clients. In actual fact, you can even go back to previous clients when you realize what Zing could do, and you probably think, oh, good night, I could have sorted out that for him or her as well. So there's all sorts of selling possibilities with the Zing tools that you've got. And of course, because you're getting this monthly feedback, you have got hard evidence that you are changing their life. All too often, consultants and trainers and coaches like you don't get the credit you deserve. You've probably many times seen folk that you've changed their lives, but they're giving you only part of the credit, and that's annoying. Some give you all of the credit, some give you none, and a lot are in the middle there. Well, when you've got assessment tools that's measuring neurologically and measuring or recording their subjective feedback, you've got some pretty strong evidence. So it's powerful in lots of ways with many things that you're doing. And of course, all the assessments, you can give those to free to large numbers of people, and that feedback helps give you increasing numbers of inquiries. For those clients that you see face to face, and that isn't as many today as it was a few years ago, but those you do see face to face, we've got an eye tracking assessment which gives some very clear videos showing exactly why people struggle with attention, why they struggle with reading or comprehension, why their handwriting is poor, and so on. And in sport, of course, it's perfect for identifying all sorts of inconsistencies and lack of precision in sporting performance. So if you've got sport clients, it's powerful for that. But that particular tool is only of benefit if you regularly, physically sit across a desk from clients. But that's an option. And what do you get for it? Well, you actually get 20% of the revenue from the Zing program, and you actually have to do very little for it. It's helping you with your other tasks that you're selling to your clients, but it increases your revenue along the way. And of course, lots of evidence. So I think it's a powerful tool for you. And we give full training. You get training for whatever sections of Zing you want to take on. And by the way, we even give a money back guarantee. So your clients, I haven't got to worry about whether or not this is going to impact them. If they see no change, they get their money back. So the deal for you is a special one. I'd ask you, please don't share it with anyone else outside the goal mapping community. But we're offering 2 people for half of the normal price of 1. In other words, it's effectively 75% off. We want you to see what happens, because only then will you realise why I get so excited, why every day we get emails and messages from people whose lives have been transformed. That is thrilling. It's worth doing for that alone. And I've had 2 in the last few hours from people that they just shock me with the kind of changes and the kind of thrill. This works. We've got loads of evidence showing that it works. So that's the offer. We want you to see it, because when you see it, you don't have to listen to me saying anything more about what happens, because it'll all make sense to you, the enormity of the change that can be achieved. So it's 2. We want it to be either you or someone very close to you, so you can watch what happens exactly and see for yourself the real change. And then 1 other person could also be in your family, or it could be one of your clients. So there's the deal, 2 for the half price of 1. Now I will be available to any of the goal coaches, including yourself. I can't do this for everyone because my time is pretty busy, but I so want you to learn all you can about this. I will be available to you whenever I can be to answer any of your questions. You'll be looked after on a day-to-day basis by Alison Tomes. She's worked with me for 20 years now. She's looked after thousands of people. She's got fans all around the world because she is so good at coaching people to transform them in Zing. And if you want to become a Zing coach, then she will be involved with showing you how to do it. So there's the offer. I'm hoping you take it up, because if it sounds too good to be true, then you watch it, then you realize it's not too good to be true. It actually works. Neuroplasticity transforms the way we're now able to find our own potential. And I'd love that to happen to you, to your family, to your clients. Let me know what you want to do, and we will make it happen for you very fast. Speak soon.